Welcome friends to today's class. It is about 90 and it's only going to get hotter and it's 11 a.m. right now. So yeah, class is inside today because your girl usually teaches hot indoor yoga at 90 degrees, or I teach outdoor yoga right now because it is summer and it is still 90 degrees. So when I can, I'd like to have air conditioning. My car also doesn't have air conditioning, so why we're inside today. All right, so if you have your mat on and if you want to be outside, go outside. Whatever time of year it is, do whatever you want. Whatever you're watching this. Don't listen to me unless you want to. I'm just a guide here, and Pete is a guide as well. He is here for comfort and happiness and joy. He's sweet little boy. All right, so I'm so sorry. Quit my yabbering. Today we are doing a nice, gentle, beginner kind of flow. So this can meet you at wherever you are at with your yoga journey. If you'd like to add on to it, absolutely please do. If you want to stick to what we got, I'm here for you. Wherever we're at today, we welcome. So let's hop into something comfy. If you need water, have that nearby. If you need straps, blocks, whatever you need, let's get it and we will get started. Hi baby. We are in a cross-legged seated position to start, or whatever that may look for you. If you'd like to have your legs out, straight ahead, in cobbler. Ooh, there are my hips. We will get to cobbler, but whatever you want to start today. We're going to place a hand on top of each knee, roll the shoulders back, bring out heart center. We're going to close the eyes here. We're going to take 3 big breaths here. In through the nose, and out through an open mouth. Beautiful, 2 more. Really try to hold this breath in with me on this last one. Ready? Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. All right, you can open your eyes if you would like, or if you want to keep them closed for this next practice. We're going to drop down our right ear to right shoulder. Then we're going to bring our hands down to that left side. Pitch it up like a little tent, and then walk. Pet a cat if you want. Walk those hands out. Ooh, 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 ooh. Make sure you're not leaning into that left hip or sinking into the right. We have a nice even balance here. Beautiful. Bring that left hand back to the knee and we'll drop down chin to chest. Keeping a nice active spine, pressing the shoulders together, bringing out heart center. Beautiful. And then we'll rise left ear to left shoulder. We'll drop that right hand out to the side, make a little tent, and walk up. The right side of the neck is always so tight. So absolutely listen to whatever you need. If you can't reach the hand out as far as you can to the left, no shame. Welcome wherever we are at. Make sure to breathe. Beautiful. Slowly crawl those fingertips back, and then we'll shine our chin to the ceiling. Awesome. Drop down right ear to right shoulder, but this time keep that rotation in motion. Ooh. Holding it wherever you need that extra love, extra stretch. Make sure to switch directions too. Get all that range of motion in. Awesome, awesome. Do one more rotation on each side or each direction. And then you can meet me back in the middle. Or center. However you want to view it. Well, so I'm so sorry. You can see like all my cat stuff. We are a cat household of 3, so I'm so sorry. I'm not. I love my cats. But I wish I had a more aesthetic yoga background. But one day I will get there. especially when it's like 90 degrees outside and only gonna get to 100. All right, here we go. Back to yoga. We are now getting in cobbler if you haven't already been there. So bringing the bottoms of the feet together, bringing those heels as close as we can towards those sit bones, the hip bones, all that good stuff. And we're gonna inhale the arms up high, reach out, really pull from that rooted spine. Oh, awesome. Exhale, forward fold. If we can get the fingertips down, if we can get our forearms down, our forehead down, wherever we are at today, we welcome. Making sure your shoulders aren't hunched up at the ears. If they are, we can walk the hands closer to the feet or closer to the hips, however you want to look at it. Wherever we are at, we want to be mindful of our spine, mindful of our body. We are holistically healing every day. Listen to our whole body, whole selves, whole soul. Beautiful. Slowly stack vertebrae on top of vertebrae. We're going to kick out both legs ahead of us this time. And again, inhale the arms up, reach out those sit bones. Exhale, you know the drill. Grabbing the toes, grabbing the ankles, grabbing the shins, the knees, wherever we're at today, we hopefully say welcome. Beautiful. Let's take a breath here. Again, being mindful of the shoulder placement of our spine, listening to our whole body, whole time. Beautiful, one more breath. And slowly stack vertebrae on top of vertebrae. Boop, boop, boop. Awesome, awesome. All right, we're gonna collapse the legs into a cross-legged seated position. And we're gonna start with that right arm, twist it over the left knee, and we're gonna look over the shoulders. And switch sides. Beautiful. And swing back around. And we're going to melt into child's pose. So we're going to come to like a little tabletop to start. Kiss the toes together. Send the knees out wide. Lower the glute on top of the heels. And we're going to walk the hands out in front of us. Reach them out. Bow the head down. Remind yourself that this is your time, your class, your body. The hardest part is showing up, and you already did that. Be so proud of yourself. You are amazing. You do amazing things with your amazing body. Together, y'all are a great team. Remember, you are a soul having a human experience, and that can be difficult. That can be stressful. That can be frustrating. So give yourself grace, give yourself love, give yourself all that kindness with each breath. Beautiful. Take another big breath here. And then we're gonna rise up to tabletop. All right. So we're gonna make sure our hands are right underneath our shoulders, index fingers are aligned. We can feel the tops of our feet and the big toe on that back foot. And we are gonna inhale, look up, pop the glute. Hi. Exhale, curl under. Hi, little one, you're kind of in my way. Beautiful. I guess it makes sense that we're doing cat-cow with the cat in the room, right? So inhale, look up for cow. And exhale, carve out for cat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, curl under. Inhale, look up. And curl under. Let's do one more here. Inhale. And exhale. Hi, that was on my eyeball. Awesome, curl the toes over. Push ourselves up into downward dog. Woohoo. This is your dog. You can do it your way. So however you'd like to move, or maybe you find some stillness. Perhaps you do a little bicycle pedal, so leaving one heel down on the mat while lifting the other up and switching sides. However you'd like to walk your dog out. Woo. We're here. We got a few more breaths. Awesome. On this next breath, we're going to lift that right leg high, three-legged dog. Beautiful. And step that right foot through. We're going to drop down that left knee. If you need a little extra padding, you can flip that mat over and use that. Woo. My knees are always a little crunchy, so. We are in a low lunge here, making sure that that knee is right above the ankle. Put my mat back so you can see that. But you don't want to be hyperextended. And you want to make sure that you can feel the big toe on your back foot so the ankle is not rotated out, but nice and even. All right, from here, we're going to inhale, bring the arms heart center, or if you'd like, you could bring the arms up. Two different options. Choose whatever you'd like. We're here for 3 or 4 breaths. Beautiful. On this next breath, we're going to rise up into a high lunge. So lifting up this back left leg. Woo. Feel free to adjust as needed. Beautiful, beautiful. We're now in a high lunge. Same kind of arms. So if you'd like to keep them at a heart center, squeezing in the shoulder blades together, pressing the palms together, or if you'd like to just keep them straight in the air, find your option, find your piece. Beautiful. On this next step, we're going to bring this back left leg up in the air. Step it up. Woo. Aha. Awesome. So if this is it today, great. I love this flavor wherever we're at. Or if you want to add a little extra spice, we can start with the foot down by the heel and slowly rise it up. We just don't want to hug the knee. Don't do that. So we can place the foot, again, down on the mat a little bit and hugging that ankle, pressed on that inner calf, or we can tuck it in, woo, in that thigh. Beautiful. So we can try tree, or again, you can hold that knee out in the air, whatever works for you. We're here for a few more breaths. For me, it always helps to focus. So right now I'm looking at the top edge of my camera. Hi, little one. Hi. But yeah, finding something to focus your vision on. And squeezing in that core for extra balance. Whoa, I'm wobbling. 2 more breaths. We got this. Totally okay to shake. That means we are alive. And it's a beautiful thing to be. Great, great, great. All right, from here, face this way. This is an extra challenge. Woohoo! We're gonna step that left foot back and add a little lunge to that front right leg. Again, being mindful that knee is not hyperextended past the ankle. And we're gonna open up the arms straight ahead, reach them up for a breath. We're here, 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna open up to warrior 2. Awesome. So that back left foot is now pivoted. The toes are facing the outside edge of the mat. Your front toes are facing to the top edge of the mat. Arms are up like a big T, and we're gonna look straight ahead to that right hand in the front. Beautiful. We're going to pivot this back left foot, turn the toes like train tracks so they're pointing to the top edge of the mat, both of them. Windmill the left arm back down. Step the right foot to meet the left. I know we're kind of in an awkward little downward dog situation here. That's okay. Let the knees fall. Cross the ankles. Come to the bum. And then we're going to kick the legs out. Fall to your back. And we're going to tuck in the heels to the glutes. Awesome. I'm making little mountain ranges. Beautiful, beautiful. Place hands on either side of the hips, making sure our shoulder blades are right underneath, tucked under heart center. And we're going to squeeze the core, squeeze the glutes as we lift the glute up. We're in bridge. Awesome, awesome. Again, making sure those shoulder blades are right underneath heart center. If you want, you can intertwine the fingers and make a little fist underneath the glutes, or keep the palms on the mat, wherever we are at today. We welcome. Beautiful. Slowly, with control, we'll drop down, but keep the legs where they're at. And then we're going to let the knees come together, keep them stacked, and let them fall out to the right. Ooh, great job. Open up the arms like a big T, and we're going to look out to that left hand. We're in a mini supine twist. This is the last move for the right side, so congratulations, halfway through it. Woo-hoo. Beautiful, beautiful. We're going to keep the legs where they're at. Left arm is going to come meet the right. And you're going to push yourself over up, I guess. I don't know. That kind of stumped me. You're just going to lift yourself up. But we're going to get back into child's. So, sorry, y'all. Not the most professional sequencing there. But we're going to kiss the toes together, send the knees out wide, lower the glute on top of the heels. Again, reach out the arms in front of us and bow the head down. We're going to take 4 to 5 breaths here. Awesome. We're going to rise up into tabletop. Hips right underneath, or knees right underneath hips. I was going to say that vice versa. Hands right underneath shoulders, making sure index fingers are aligned. My goodness, I need to take my nail polish off. We changed that. Funny things we notice here. And if that happens to you, totally okay. Welcome that thought, and then breathe, bring it back to the mat. You welcome it, send it off. Here we are, making time for yourself. In this tabletop version, we are going to look our head over that right shoulder and lean the hips out to the left. Take a breath. Beautiful, and switch sides. So leaning the hips out to the right, looking over that left shoulder. Awesome. Switch sides for another breath. And again. One more on each side. Beautiful. Look over the right for an inhale. Push out. And then switch for the exhale. Awesome. Switch, inhale. And exhale, switch. Inhale, looking over the right shoulder. Exhale, looking over the left. Let's do one more on each side. Awesome, awesome. All right, curl the toes over. Push up for downward dog. Second downward dog of the day. Again, however you'd like to walk your dog out here is your choice. You can find some stillness, or maybe you'd like some movement, whatever works for you. Everyone's doing great, feeling that body out. 2 more breaths here. Beautiful. And on this next breath, let's lift the left leg high, 3-legged dog. And then step that left foot through, drop the right knee down, making sure you can feel that big toe in the top of the right foot on the back. And we rise up. Ooh. Beautiful, beautiful. Again, being mindful that left knee is right above left ankle, and we're bringing hands together at heart center. Beautiful. We're gonna curl the toes, lift. Woo! My hip just popped. Woo! Here we go. We are up in a high lunge here, squeezing the palms together. Awesome. On this next breath, we're gonna step this back left or right foot up to meet the left, but up in the air. Haha. Awesome. Whee. This is a little tricky. Ha. Into center. All right. So again, if this is our flavor today, this is our spice level. Love it. Or another option, another flavor. We can hug in that left ankle with our right foot and then slowly lift the leg to wherever you feel is right. Again, not hugging the knee though. Our options are ankle, calf, or thigh. And we breathe. Again, hands together, heart center. Finding one thing to focus on, squeezing in that core towards the spine. Added strength, added balance, and breathe. Totally okay to shake, totally okay to wobble or fall. We just get back up and try again, just like in life, right? Doesn't always go our way. Woohoo. My goodness. All right. Now is the tricky part. I'm going to turn. Ah! See, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. All right, we're going to step that right foot back again, and we're in high lunge. See, even we mess up. It's okay. We all welcome mess ups. We all welcome bumps in life. Because such is life, right? Whew. We're not perfectly smooth and flat, so neither is life. You know, we accept Mother Nature that way. We should accept ourselves that way, and we accept life that way. Always keep moving forward. Just like our gaze here. Our toes are both in a forward direction, facing the top edge of the mat. We're gonna lift the arms up. We're here in Warrior 1 for about 2 breaths. This is just a transitional phase for us. Beautiful. On this next breath, we're gonna pivot, open up. That right foot, the toes are now facing on the outside edge of the mat. We're in a big T here. We're looking straight ahead towards our right hand out here. Or just our left hand. Gosh. I have no excuse. Beautiful. In this next breath, pivot the toes on the back right foot. So they are now like train tracks, facing the top edge of the mat, both feet. And we're gonna windmill the arms down. Step the left foot back to meet the right. We're in that awkward downward dog. Let the knees fall. Cross the ankles. Fall to our bum. Bring out our legs. And slowly get on our back. And we're gonna have our knees up again, like little mountain ranges. So we're gonna do that bridge yet again. So hands on either side of the hips, making sure that our shoulders are right underneath heart center, and we're gonna lift up. Squeeze in that core, squeeze in those glutes. If you'd like to intertwine fingers and press deeper into the mat underneath for extra support, or if you'd like to keep the palms down on the mat, wherever we're at today, we welcome. Beautiful. And slowly with control, we'll drop the glute back down to the mat, leaving the knees together. And this time we're going to let them fall out to the left side. Leave them stacked. Open up the arms like a big T. And we'll look out to that right hand for a mini supine twist. Beautiful. Slowly rise out of that, and we'll bring the legs and the knees back. And then we're going to hug in both knees here. Intertwine the fingers and rock side to side. Give yourself a big hug. Remind yourself how loved you are, how worthy you are, how amazing you are. Beautiful. And you keep rocking just like this if you want. Or another variation to try is grabbing the bottoms of the feet and rocking back and forth this way for happy baby. Very silly name for a very silly pose, but it feels very good. So have fun with it. Let your inner child play. Good news, you're most likely watching this in the comfort of your own home or comfort of a private area, so you don't need to feel embarrassed, but I feel like you should never feel embarrassed in a yoga class because we are all here entering at different points in our lives. There's no shame in any game. No one needs to look like the other person next to them. It's cooler if you're different and doing your own thing, you know? Awesome. Once you feel like you've rocked enough, you can settle down. And we're going to kick out the legs in front of us. I'm just right on camera, sorry. I need a yoga room. All right. Perfect. So we are melting into our Savasana. Hello, little one. You're going to release any tension in the shoulders, in the legs, in the arms. Close the eyes, tuck in the shoulders right underneath heart center. You can place hands on belly. Perhaps you want open on either side. One hand on belly, one hand on heart. However you'd like to melt into the mat, absolutely find your bliss. Close the eyes, return to breath, and breathe. your awareness back into the body, back into the room or the space that you are in. Maybe you wiggle a toe or a finger, pet a cat. Slowly open the eyes. If you want to roll a wrist or an ankle. Ooh, crack some knuckles. Wherever we are at today, or if you want to keep savasanaing it, absolutely. Do it, girl. You know. Do it, lady. So, if you want, keep it going. Or if you need to get on with your day, you can slowly rise maybe to one side. I have a cat on me. Or if you want to rock back and forth. And however you'd like to get there, we're going to meet in a cross-legged seated position. How you doing? Awesome. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. We're going to bring our hands together at heart center, bow our heads together at one another. I thank you so much for joining me today and bringing your light, bringing your energy in this practice. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Thanks for coming, y'all. Love you, adore you. Again, you matter, you're important, you're worthy, you're loved. Never forget. All right, I gotta go take care of some cats, but enjoy the day.